morning, my lord. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Lordship.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
And the heading for hearing, matter one, serial number 1, along with one analogous appeal, Mr. Ajnanandan Sahai and Mr. Ravi Shankar Sahai.
In both the appeals, my lord, I am appearing, and so far the second. In both the appeals, I am appellant. On behalf of the appellant, I am appearing.
Yes, yes.
So far, appellant number second set is concerned, my lord. He has already died, my lord.
Ram Narayan Pandey.
Ram Narayan Pandey has already died. This is clear from the order number 7 of the present appeal, the first appeal.
Order
The
number.
order dated 2/4/19. Order number 7.
Just a minute. April 2019.
Ji.
No, that is just a statement that he died. Any death certificate on record?
No, it is not on record. I was granted, the first appellant was granted provisional bail for 2 weeks after attending this Raj ceremony.
For ordering abatement of the appeal, something more is required. Otherwise, what will happen? Leave apart this case. As a clever lawyer, I will make a statement.
In first case, I am agree.
Right.
In first case, I am agree.
Second matter is not abated as yet, and it cannot be abated on the basis of order number 7.
But my statement at bar is there, Milord. It may be recorded, Milord, and thereafter.
No. That is not
possible.
That will create difficulties in may not be in this matter, but if this course is adopted,
as you have seen, so far,
it will create huge chaos.
At present, the death certificate is not with me, Milord. Presently, it is not with me.
Criminal jurisprudence, it will be better if you don't make such statement. Yes, you may not be aware. Have you seen dead body of that person? Have you seen dead body? Then?
No, I have not.
I have granted hundreds of circulation relying on statement of members of the bar. Somebody died, therefore circulate this bail application. Somebody is ill, circulate this bail application. And when I venture to get it verified from the APP, 99% statements were false. So don't take this risk. Somebody might have communicated to you.
And I will not take
That's why that is dead. But unless and until you have personal knowledge, don't rely on statement of your clients. In all bail applications, I am not saying that learned advocates made false statement.
In that,
advocates were communicated wrong fact, they mentioned it.
He may be communicated the wrong fact, the correct fact.
So it cannot be abated on the basis of order number 7. Anyway, the criminal appeal DB number 352 of 2015. The learned counsel for the appellant on instructions submits that appellant Ram Narayan Pandey, son of late Raghubir Pandey, resident of village police station Babua, district Kanur, pass away during pendency of the appeal. And he points out the order number 7 dated 24019 in analogous appeal DB number 315 of 2015 to point out that Pankaj Pandey, the appellant therein, who happens to be son of Ram Narayan Pandey, was granted provisional bail on this count. Next paragraph. In this view of the matter, issue non-bailable warrant of arrest against appellant Ram Narayan Pandey in order to ascertain the factum of his death. The warrant is served by the concerned officer, through the concerned officer by the superintendent of police of the concerned district, and compliance report be sent to this court within a period of 4 weeks from today in order to decide further course of action to be taken in the appeal. So this we will enter it for 4 weeks in order to ascertain documentary evidence regarding death of the sole appellant. And then Pankaj Pandey, yes.
So
Pankaj Pandey,
yes.
Pankaj Pandey is undergoing jail sentence or what?
For the offence punishable under section 304.
304. Okay.
So
He is husband.
no, he is not. He is the devor of the
Devar.
deceased. He is the own brother of the. He is the own brother of the deceased. Deceased is the husband of the informant.
Okay.
Anil Pandey and Pankaj Pandey is the full brother. Ram Narayan Pandey was the father of the Anil Pandey who died. Anil Pandey is the deceased in the present appeal.
Okay, 304. Yes. So is he undergoing jail sentence or what?
No, death sentence, no, life imprisonment.
No. He is undergoing the sentence or he is on bail?
No, he is not on bail. He is going under sentence. He is regularly, continuously in jail.
Okay.
From the date of the judgment itself.
Okay. So we will keep it on the opening day so that suitable orders will be passed on appeal of Ram Narayan Pandey, and this appeal will be heard finally. You will produce type copies of deposition, or what should be done? The depositions which are on record in the paper book supplied by the High Court.
Paper book I have got I have received already, my lord, but the typed copy of the deposition is in the hand of me, my lord. Either I have studied requested the court master to get it, to take it, but the court master says that when the case will be taken out, you can provide that.
So
Today is the first day.
you are willing to provide type copies or registry will provide it?
Registry से मंगवा लिया जाए. There will be better for the registry because some mistake can be done.
Yes, another appeal में ले लीजिए. उसमें भी और ये दोनों साथ में. Criminal appeal number then 115 of 2015. It is reported that the appellant is undergoing jail sentence because of the paper book supplied by the registry contains faint photocopies of handwritten depositions, and it is not possible to read those. Most of the registry is directed to supply the type copies, supply the type paper, post paper, और वो भी पहला भी 22nd reopening
22nd June. My only request will be before my lord, that is retaining its position, the same position may be retained.
किसको ही रखो ना किसको 20th June इसको पहले ही अभी जो
ये पहला दिन वो नहीं कर रहे हैं, हम केवल पोजीशन इसका कर रहे हैं कि
नहीं तो पहले दिन डाल दिया तो उसको पोजीशन तो कंटिन्यू रहेंगे ना, हम तो सीरियली ले लेंगे ना, तो आपका ओल्डेस्ट है तो आपका फर्स्ट रहेगा.
Next week is your opening. Next week is your working day. Next week is also working for 5 days. That is the difference.
Next week or after 5 days. So next week, therefore, I ask you if you are in a position to supply typed copies, we'll keep it in the next week.
Typed copy I am having in my hand, below. I can supply it on Monday. I can supply it. But the only difficulty is with me, my lord. If any mistake is done, my lord, it is not verified by me.
You then supply to the court master. We will ask the registry to compare it.
Yes. Then finally it should come on 20th जो रखे हैं 22 जून को रखा हुआ था. First date was the 22 जून. 22 जून में
नहीं 20 को रखेंगे ना, 22 को क्यों रखेंगे? 22 को नीचे चले जाएंगे, कोई दूसरा अपील चालू हो जाएगा.
नहीं, बीसी को रखा जाए, रिटेनिंग इट्स पोजीशन मिला, रिटेनिंग द सेम पोजीशन.
इसको पहले नंबर पे ही रहेगा आपका, क्योंकि योर बैटल इज दी ओल्ड एज. 20 को है ना, 20 को चालू हो रहा है, कब से चालू हो रहा है? हाँ तो 20 को रखिए ना, एक ही इसमें दोनों का, यस। And in between, if you can get death certificate of this father of this appellant,
Right.
you
I will have to.
produce that
Will I
death
have to
certificate.
supply? Will I have to supply the death certificate
No,
also?
we have directed the SP to serve non-bailable warrant.
Then there will be no.
In all probability, it will contain, it will return back with an endorsement that the appellant died. But to be on safer side, if you produce death certificate with affidavit, we can direct the APP to verify that, and then we can pass the order of abatement, because we
Then
don't
it-
know
then
at
it-
what speed the police will comply our order.
Then the better it will be better. It will come. It should come through the SP because the SP is the
Yes,
authentic. Yes.
but he should do it within prescribed time, then it will be okay. Anyway, just for a reopening day, first day.
Apply high level.
Court proceeding is over. Court proceeding is over.
Warrant be executed.
₹32,600, जिसमें से मान लीजिए इसमें काम हो गया है हमारा 22,34,403, ₹1,01,97 हम पर ड्यू है हुजूर। आज से 10 दिन पहले हमने ₹50,000 और जमा कर दिया, ₹50,197 बाकी है हुजूर द्वारा। यदि उसमें कंडीशन लगा दिया जाएगा तो 4 सप्ताह या 5 सप्ताह में हुजूर उसको भी दे देगा, उसी के साथ हुजूर बेल हो जाएगा। ये रिक्शा चालक है हुजूर, गोरखपुर में रिक्शा था, और काम हमारा सब फिट नल जल चल रहा है। इसमें हुजूर पेज 11 पर भी ये लिख दिए हैं कि इसमें लिखे।
Third, Mr. Suresh Prasad Sharma, learned advocate for the petitioner and so and so for the state. The petitioner, so and so for the state. The petitioners seek bail in anticipation of their arrest in connection with so and so. By order dated 4/1/2022, a coordinate bench of this court had called for a report from the district magistrate West Champaran at Bethiya regarding the completion details of the work entrusted to the petitioners. The report, which has been filed and has been brought on record, indicates that out of the total amount of rupees 23 lakh, out of the total amount of rupees 23 lakhs 34,600 given to the petitioners, work has been done to the extent of 22 lakhs 34,403. It is the submission of the petitioner has further submitted that about a week ago, the petitioners had deposited rupees 50,000 rupees 50,000 and are also ready to return the balance 50,000 in the treasury. Considering the aforenoted facts, the petitioners are directed to be released in the event of arrest to surrender 10,000. Now, I am not asking for you to deposit the money, but in your bona fides would be shown even in trial. Deposit that money before you surrender.
Yes, sir.
I have not made it
Yes,
a
sir.
condition. Make arrangement for the money and deposit it.
यस सर, हुजूर 50 सप्ताह में हम जमा कर देंगे।
आप अभी हम बेल के लिए कंडीशन ही नहीं लगाया है, आपको बेल दे दिया है, लेकिन आप अपनी ईमानदारी बरतेंगे और
हाँ, जमा कर देंगे। हाँ हुजूर, हम जमा कर देंगे, हम सब सोच रहे हैं हुजूर उसमें।
अभी आप ऐसे भी बेल मिल जाएगा। चलिए
मिस्टर नवल किशोर प्रसाद।
My lord, the matter was earlier heard and case diary and injury report has been called. The order was on 25th of March 2022, my lord. That is relevant, my lord.
what is the nature of injury?
But I don't have that case diary, neither injury report, and that is why the case diary was called, my lord.
Please read the FIR.
निवेदन का कहना है कि मैं रेखा पासवान सचिन कपूर टोला पिटवा थाना एटीएम अंडा का रहने वाली हूँ। दिनांक 16/6/2020 को समय करीब 2 बजे बगल के महेश पासवान उम्र 50 वर्ष, महावीर पासवान 50 वर्ष, दोनों पिता स्वर्गीय भुवनेश्वर पासवान उर्फ भट्ट, मीरा देवी उम्र 45 वर्ष, पति महेश पासवान, प्रिंस पासवान, रोशन पासवान, दोनों पिता दिनेश पासवान, सविता देवी उम्र 40 वर्ष, पति दिनेश पासवान, छोटू पासवान, मनोज पासवान, दोनों पिता महावीर पासवान, सभी साकिन पतोर टोला पिटवा थाना एटीएम पटोर जिला दरभंगा में मेरे घर में आने जाने वाले रास्ता को बंद कर रहा था। रास्ते में नहीं आने जाने देंगे, यह मेरा जमीन है। मेरी घरारी का जमीन का कागज भी ले लिया है। जब मेरी सासू माँ रेशमा देवी रास्ता घेरने से मना किया तो लोग सभी लोग गाली गलौज करने लगे। जब मेरी सासू माँ गाली देने से मना किया तो महेश पासवान ने अपने हाथ में दिए लोहे का बसली से मेरे
पर इसमें पैसे की बात कर रहा वो कि मैच्योरिटी इतनी होगा, ये होगा,
लगा और वहीं पर गिर गई।
अब वो लिस्ट में से भी मैंने वकील मिलाने की कोशिश करी, इसमें कोई वकील नहीं देखा।
मेरा देवर गणेश पासवान बचाने
उसने भेजी है ना, और 105 पे कोई आ ही नहीं रही है।
ये लोहे का रॉड से मेरे देवर के सिर पर मारा।
चलो
वो ठीक है। मिस्टर क्या नाम है आपका वकील साहब? मिस्टर नवल किशोर प्रसाद, ये रेशमा देवी का जो इंजरी है उसके पेराइटल रीजन पर लैसरेटेड वुंड है और स्वेलिंग है और फ्रैक्चर है राइट पेराइटल बोन, माथे पर फ्रैक्चर है जो आपके द्वारा कॉज किया गया है। तो इसमें तो नहीं दे पाएंगे हम।
हमने तो देखा नहीं इंजरी रिपोर्ट मेरे पास।
मैं देख रहा हूँ इंजरी रिपोर्ट इसीलिए मंगाया है। इंजरी ऐसा रहने पर तो फिर एंटीसिपेटरी बिल नहीं होता। आपको तो मैं प्रोविजनल बिल दिया था, लेकिन वो रिकॉल करना पड़ेगा। वो ऑब्जर्वेशन हम देंगे जिससे आपको फायदा हो जाएगा, लेकिन अभी तो आपकी पर मेन इंजरी है। देखिए, heard Mr. Naval Kishore Prasad, learned advocate for the petitioner, and Mr. Ramprasad Singh for the state. The petitioner seeks bail in anticipation of his arrest in connection with Swells. By order dated 25/3/2022, case diary and injury report was called for, and the petitioner was granted provisional bail. The case diary and injury report have been received. The petitioner is alleged to have assaulted Reshma Devi on her head by a hardened blunt substance. The injury report of Reshma Devi indicates that there has been a fracture in the parietal bone. Parietal bone. Though no intracranial contusion could be spotted. It has been urged on behalf of the petitioner that only because he is a casual laborer working in a company, but he is having a relationship with Mahavir Paswan, with whom the informant is on inimical terms, he has been made accused in this case. However, looking at the nature of injury on victim Reshma, which is squarely attributable to the petitioner, I am not inclined to grant anticipatory bail to him. The prayer for anticipatory bail is rejected. The entering order dated 25/3/2022 is thus recalled. Should the petitioner surrender before the court below, the above noted grounds shall be taken into account, as also the above noted grounds, as also that all the accused persons of this case have been granted bail, shall be taken into account, and an order shall be passed without being prejudiced by the fact that the present petition on behalf of the petitioner has not been entertained.
And then Mr. Bhushan Singh.
May I please? This is an application for anticipatory bail. The case instituted for the offence under section 414/34 IPC. After getting a secret information, my lord, the police reached at the house of the petitioner, and that is on page number 15 of the FIR, running page 15, my lord. And it has been alleged that near at the house of the petitioner, पेज नंबर 15,
ठीक है, पढ़िए।
लगभग 0:15 बजे कंचन राय पेशर सोए के उत्तर रूप से पक्का घर के पास पहुंचा। तो घर के अंदर खोजबीन किया तो ये घर से फरार मिले। उपरोक्त दोनों गवाहों के समक्ष इनके घर या अगल बगल के स्थानों का विधिवत तलाशी लिया। इनके घर के दक्षिण तरफ सोती के पास एक लाल रंग का हीरो ग्लैमर मोटरसाइकिल, एक 4 मोटरसाइकिल की बात कहा जाता है कि वहां पर पार्क है। And thereafter the instant case was launched. Similarly, the raid of the other accused persons were named 8 accused persons, and thereafter some motorcycle were recovered near at the bank of the river Ganga, and thereafter the FIR was lodged, even though the petitioner has got no connection with the alleged offence. And even the petitioner has no connection about the recovery which was made near at the soti of the house of the petitioner. And the case instituted for the offence under section 414 IPC.
Anticipatory bail.
Anticipatory bail, my lord. And the petitioner has got one criminal antecedent, my lord, that was for excise act. I have stated in para 2 of my supplementary petition.
आपने पहला तो गलत लिखा है, but anyway, I am not inclined, not for that reason, I am not inclined. Yeah, I heard Mr. Vijay Kumar Sinha, an advocate for the petitioner and so and so for the state. The petitioner seeks bail in anticipation of his arrest in connection with Ragopur bracket Rustam OPPS case number so and so, dated so and so, instituted for the offence under section 414 and 34 of the IPC. From near the house of the petitioner, 5 stolen motorcycles are said to have been recovered. The land counsel for the petitioner has submitted that the place from where the recovery has been made does not belong to him, and he has no concern whatsoever with such stolen motorcycles. It has further been submitted that the accusation against the petitioner is based on suspicion only, without there being any connecting material to support the same. However, on perusal of records, it appears that several motorcycles were recovered from near the houses of many of the accused persons. All these motorcycles appeared to the investigator to be stolen motorcycles. Considering such large number of motorcycles have been recovered from near the houses of the accused persons, I am not inclined to grant anticipatory bail to the petitioner. The petitioner, though, had stated in paragraph 3 of the petition that he has no criminal antecedent, but later he has filed a supplementary affidavit bringing on record the fact that earlier he was made accused in a case of excise act in which he has been granted bail. Nonetheless, as noted above, considering the nature of accusation, I am not inclined to grant anticipatory bail to the petitioner. The prayer for anticipatory bail is rejected.
Mr. Sanjay Kumar.
जी 5 की जगह 4 होगा वो जो 4
5 motorcycle 4. However, if the petitioner surrenders before the court below and seeks bail all such grounds in his favor shall be looked into without being prejudiced by the fact that the present petition on his behalf has not been used.
Then Mr. Sanjay Kumar.
जी, इसे प्रोविजनल बिल ग्रांट हुआ था सर और डायरी मांगी गई थी नेचर ऑफ इंजरी देखने के लिए।
आपने किसको असॉल्ट किया है?
हमने तो हम पर कोई स्पेसिफिक एलिगेशन नहीं है सर, जो भी गोविंद झा पर है
इंजरी सब सिंपल है. We heard Mr. Sanjay Kumar, learned advocate for the petitioners and so for the state. The petitioners seek bail in anticipation of the arrest in connection with so. Next, Govind Jha, along with others, including the petitioner, is said to have come to the wife of the informant and asked for her husband. When she did not respond, she was assaulted by aforesaid Govind Jha. When other persons came to her rescue, the petitioners also are said to have assaulted them. 3 persons have been injured in the occurrence. All such injuries have been found to be simple in nature, which fact appears from the police papers which has been sent to the spot for consideration of bail of the petitioners. Considering the general nature of accusation against the petitioners, the provisional bail granted to them by an order dated 1/4/2022 is hereby confirmed. The petitioners shall remain on the same bail bonds. The application stands allowed.
11, Mr. Suvesh Pandey.
Offence laws alleged under section 307, 254B, 379 and other allied sections of the Indian Penal Code. The sum and substance of the case of prosecution laws that the petitioner entered in the house of at the veranda where the informant was sleeping with her bhanji. Tried to outrage her modesty and on he threatened and assaulted also and further it has been raised that he hugged her with bad intention and later part the allegation comes that while the bhanji of this informant awakened and tried to raise alarm, he gave a lathi blow which has been protected by the informant and her left hand has been broken. This much is the allegation as per the first information report. The date of occurrence as per the first information report itself is 5 of October 2020. The FIR registered on 13th of October 2020. I have annexed two series the defense version Actually, this is a malicious prosecution in which the petitioner has been implicated due to some other reasons. In Action 2, page 16, you will find a sanha was given by the petitioner on 5th of August 2019. Due to the fact of land dispute, the application has was made. The petitioner used to reside at Delhi, and it has also come in the latter part of the Action 2 that he has given an application for the assault to the son of the petitioner, but the FIR has not registered for which the applications have been given to superior officials. Even though no action has been taken, and thereafter at page 22 your lordship will find that this petitioner who used to reside at Delhi has went to PMO giving such application and at last one complaint petition has been filed by this a wife of the complainant, that is Annexure 3 at page 24. That is dated 9th of October 2020 and thereafter the present FIR registered. Petitioner has got no antecedent and the prehearing arrest.
My lord, in this case, diary has been received, my lord. I am for the estate, my lord, IPP.
Yes, you're right.
My lord, case diary is, I have received, my lord, case diary, but in the physical course, my lord, it may become the better.
No, if you have received this.
Case diary has been received, my lord, by me, my lord.
ये देखिए उसको कहिए आवाज
My lord, case diary, I have received, my lord, case diary, and in various paragraph, my lord, paragraph 5, काजल खातून जो जिनका लाठी से हाथ तोड़ दिया गया है, एलिगेशन है एज पर द FIR, उनका स्टेटमेंट है, जैनुल खातून का भी स्टेटमेंट है, सब प्रोसिक्यूशन को प्रूफ किए हैं कि ये लोग इस घटना को कारित किए हैं, लेकिन इंजरी रिपोर्ट अभी तक ये केस डायरी में नहीं लगा है। केस डायरी में इंजरी रिपोर्ट का चर्चा नहीं किया गया है, ना उनका इंजरी रिपोर्ट दिया गया है, जबकि माय लॉर्ड इंजरी रिपोर्ट के डायरी में
Mr. Jagdhar Prasad, there is some problem with my let it be resolved and then we will get you. क्या हुआ? कॉल किया उसको?
some नेटवर्क लगता है नेटवर्क कुछ प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है यहाँ, अपने आप बंद हो रहा है डायरी, ये वीडियो एंड वॉइस ऑफ बोथ आर डिस्टर्बिंग माय लॉर्ड। ये केस डायरी के साथ ये इंजरी रिपोर्ट अवेलेबल नहीं है।
सर मिस्टर जगवा एक मिनट
माय लॉर्ड,
आपके से प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है, आप ईयरफोन लगा लीजिए,
माय लॉर्ड इन ट्रबल इन द माय लॉर्ड माय नेटवर्क माय लॉर्ड।
अपने डिवाइस में ईयरफोन लगा लीजिए।
नहीं अब ठीक दिखाई पड़ रहा है।
आए तो दे रहा है सर, आपकी बहुत पोस्टिंग डिस्टर्बेंस हो रहा है।
Lord Sahab to their office of Advocate General. Lord.
Now, how the present petition is maintainable?
Lord, since Lord, I have filed
What is the date of appointment of the petition?